Where the hell am I even? It's a new Elder Keldo's job, I guess. There's a side job here. Someone mentioned, which is probably a fair point, that the side mission at the Elder Keldo's camp is probably the, it's probably Scorpion's funeral quest. It's fine. Do it all the time. It's probably the quest for Scorpion's funeral? So I'm actually gonna go do
How's
this.
Jake holding up?
Oh.
Not so great. We managed to stem the
Hey, V.
bleeding, but
You've been feeling
without
alright, I
that
hope?
implant.
Of course. Why? What's up?
We'll handle
Just
it.
calling to invite you to
Don't ask
Joss's
me
for
how,
dinner.
but we will.
I'd love it
I'll
if
give
you
you my
swung
word.
by. What do you say?
Be great to see all you guys.
Prime. Joss will be thrilled.
Sounds great.
I've missed you, you know.
Please, River. It hasn't been that long since we last saw each other.
Oh, it's true, I guess. Anyway, you'll come by, right?
I'll come by, River. See you then.
He's as thirsty for me as I was for Pan Am. Alright. Not so great, we managed to stem them bleeding, but without...
What's going on?
Jake got hit. Badly. He needs a new kidney as of this minute. Only problem is, he's got sickle cell anemia. He'll need a specially customized kidney implant. As you can imagine, that kind of thing isn't easy to come by out here in the Badlands.
I can get one.
Raph and Shiv. Were they the ones behind this?
Mm-hmm. We pulled through this time. Barely. Shrapnel caught Jake half an inch below his flak jacket.
That's a tough break.
Sucks.
It still isn't too late to save him. But time's running out.
You can find an implant like that in Night City. No questions asked.
Right. Dakota called up her contact at one of the hospitals. Was told they could work something out.
But
But that means getting to the city, and you see the state the camp's in. Raph and Shiv could come back at any moment. It's all hands on deck. You know where this is going, V. I won't beat around the bush.
Absolutely.
Can you help us?
you can count on me.
I know, V. Dakota's contact works at a hospital in Little China. All you have to do is pick up the implant. The money will take a more secure route.
Gotcha. See you later then.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go do that. There was a fast travel point here, so I can actually just fast travel. Dinner with River and his family sounds nice, because I want to see how the kid's doing. But, you know, saving a guy who's been shot in the kidney is arguably more pressing. Also, I don't know why you would need a specific implant just because he has sickle cell anemia, right? It just means it'd be, well, I don't know, actually. Can you just not get a kidney transplant if you have sickle cell anemia? I would have thought you could, you'd just need to find, presumably just another black person that also has sickle cell anemia? Right? If you... Yeah, I don't know. Granted, that would be rarer to find, obviously, but, like, I feel like you could do it.
That's right. You got the goods.
Right here. Dynalar Super Kidney. Especially for sickle cell anemics. Just like we agreed.
Eddie's will get to you.
Yeah, yes. Later, I know. I have to go now. I'm operating. Exchanging fire!
Never make it easy, do
now.
they?
Give her hell!
Stand down!
feet! Officer down!
I have a rocket arm, bitch.
Give her hell! Got a hit! Ah! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
I won't if you give me an explanation. And it better be fucking good.
The phone call with Dakota. It was tapped. The police. They made me do it.
Nice try. Badges wouldn't go to all that trouble over a kidney implant.
Wait, please! It's the truth! They said they were rounding up every last Raff and Shiv member in Night City!
But Dakota isn't... Never mind. You won't get it.
Please, let me go. I didn't want to get mixed up in this. I had no choice.
No one's touched this implant apart from you, right?
I can't say for certain.
Think carefully now. I don't want to have to jack into you and find out for myself.
The police, they put a virus on the super kidney. The original firmware is on this shard. You'll need to swap them out.
You didn't tell me.
First, do no harm. Ever hear that phrase?
Listen, it wasn't my idea. I didn't...
It's better be worth it.
I would have been fine with letting him go. Except for the fact he didn't tell me about the fucking kidney transplant. He didn't tell me about a fucking virus on the kidney transplant. I had to prompt him to tell me, like, fuck you, dude.
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction.
Anyway, let's head back to the Elder Kelders, shall we?
Got Jake's implant, but there's a virus on it. You'll have to swap out its firmware with the original on the shard.
What a surprise. Nomads always get special treatment. Thanks for being careful, V. Come by in a few hours. Things should settle down by then.
Wait 8 hours for the result. I guess what we're gonna do... what I could do, obviously, is just wait 8 hours, but I think what I actually want to do is head over to River. And then by 8 hours, it'll probably take me like 8 hours, and then we'll be done, right? That'll work out kind of nicely. I'll probably knock out 2 in 1. Unless something horribly goes wrong at this family dinner, which seems unlikely, but you never know. I assume this is just kind of a roundup to the quest, and a situation where I can bang River if I so wish.
Huh. I think it was here.
Is that V getting lost?
Patience is a virtue.
Come back to the camp, it's about Jake. Alright. So I waited 8 hours.
Oh, hey!
Hi.
Hi!
Hey, how's it going?
Over here! Glad you're here. I need your help cooking.
What's on the menu?
Jambalaya. Come on. You can stir the meat?
Soy meat. Okay. Oh no, maybe Joss would be more help.
Joss did her bit. Just grab the damn spoon and start stirring.
This an ancient Ward family secret?
Uh-huh. Onions, paprika, thyme. Just need to mince some celery and garlic. But you stir, please. Stir.
I'm stirring.
Bet my socks you've never had better jambalaya.
How's Randy holding up?
He's looking for his old self. Physically, though. It'll be a long road before he's back to full health.
And mentally? That was some experience.
What Harris did to him, fucked as this might sound, might have helped the kid. Could be wrong, but feels like a clean break for him.
Honestly, thought you were kidding about the cook-off. Or that Joss had sweat away in the kitchen while...
Oh, Joss doesn't know the first thing about cooking. Actually, I like to torture foodstuffs. Haven't had many opportunities lately.
Just want to point out, this guy is fucking jacked. I haven't seen him without his jacket on.
Somehow looked different than usual today.
Is that so?
Yeah. Different meaning normal. As if you got a good night's sleep.
Well, wanted you to see this side of me, too.
Don't mean to spoil a nice day, but... I gotta ask. What about Peter Pan?
You're asking if I killed him.
Yes.
We'll talk later, okay?
Sure. No pressure. It's just you know.
I know. All right. Think you've stirred enough? Mind grabbing the rice from the kitchen?
Yes, sir.
Like, look at this man's arms. It's fucking jacked. He's built like a fucking triangle.
No, Randy's always been that way. But I'm sure this didn't help none. You know, his father was a difficult man, too. That's exactly what I told him. But he always got the same speech back. Nobody cares about these kids who don't exactly fit the mold. In those words, yeah. Wanted to tear my hair out every time I heard him. And when can I visit again? That's great. 'Cause I really want to bring him something. He loves music, so... Sorry? No, I'll remember. Just tell me. Thanks so much. You've been wonderful. Huge help. Yes. Talk again soon. Really nice of you to come.
Thanks for having me over.
I should be thanking you.
Looking good, Joss.
Really think so? Thanks.
How's Randy?
Still in the hospital. Still in shock. But he's making progress. Haven't had a chance to tell you just how grateful I am.
Don't need to.
I was all river. I just helped.
I just don't know how to repay you. If Randy had...
Don't owe me a thing, Joss.
Thank you. River's out back. You know, he can't seem to stop gushing about you.
That's because I'm fantastic.
Basmati, nice.
Tomatoes are next. Now you can toss in the rice.
Rice is in.
Okay, now this has to bubble and brew. Patio. Grab a chair. And a beer or something else.
It's nice out here.
Yeah. Seems all good. Like nothing bad ever happened.
Tell me now about Harris.
I paid him a visit at the hospital.
He's still in a coma?
Yup. In a strange slumber between life and death. An empty shell in a hospital bed.
One shot to the head. Quick and clean.
I had the same thought. It would be so easy.
He didn't do it.
I pressed the gun to his head and remembered something.
River.
How my parents died. Now, sure you want to hear this?
What happened?
Old man had a farm, like Harris's dad. But when business took a turn, well... My parents managed to open a small grocery. We lived on the floor above. A loud noise woke us one night. They wanted cash. Register was empty, so they stormed upstairs, forced us all to kneel, and demanded my dad tell him where he hid the money. Mostly, I remember my ma crying. When my dad swore they'd found all we had. One was gassed out of his mind. He fired first. Blew half my dad's skull off.
Jesus. River. I'm sorry.
He was erratic. Went rabid. Handed me his gun and ordered me to aim it at my mom's head. I can still see her tear-filled eyes at the end of that barrel to this day.
What did you do?
Nothing. I stood frozen. Finally, he just snatched the gun back. Shot my mother and they left. Police never caught him. That was why I joined the force. I couldn't agree with scum like that roaming free. No one to hunt him.
Was Joss there too? Saw all this?
I think when she looks at me, she still sees that boy holding a gun to her mom's head.
Can't tell you how sorry I am.
So when I stood over Harris in that hospital bed, barrel to his brow, I was that kid again. But I was also the junkie who shot my parents.
I understand.
I've ended a few lives in my time. But never like that. Never an execution. Slipped out of the hospital quick. Told myself the case was closed.
That's good. But what now? You're not going back to the PD?
PI has a nice ring to it. Who knows?
Uncle
We'll
River,
see.
you said you'd play with us. You promised.
All right. Let's go. V, join us?
What are we gonna play, Uncle River?
You'll see. Dorian, we're playing! Yeah, Big Trouble in Haywood. Grab your set.
Playing a video game in a video game?
Well, what do you think?
Always wanted to try a game like this.
Well. Nice firepower there.
This is no time to get distracted. We can't let that filth get away.
Oh, well, look at you.
V,
Allow me to introduce Captain Joan McClane and Lieutenant Henry Callahan. They're our precinct's best and brightest.
Good choices of
Wanna
names.
get their way.
I always work alone. No exceptions. Even for you. Yeah, me too.
Oh, I've heard of cops like you. The lone wolf type.
That's right. Thorns in their commander's side. Rebels who play by their own rules.
You're a loose
I've
cannon.
been suspended 1 time, retired 2 times, and kicked off the force 3 times. I'm getting too old for this. But something always drags you back.
These kids are fans of 80s cop dramas.
Got a crash course? Anything I ought to know?
The entire city is sick with crime and corruption. Lawlessness rules the streets. And we're no saints either. Even the police are haunted by the sins of their past. But the city's without hope. No one else would ever dare face El Chamuco Endiablado. Oh, he's the worst. But I know we can beat him. The city's most evilest mastermind ever.
Alright, let's get to it.
Right. All we gotta do is track down El Chamuco Endiablado and take out his lackeys along the way.
He'll pay for his crimes.
We'll play like 2 teams, us and the kids, but we work toward the same objective. The team with the best result wins.
You don't stand a chance.
AV, just go easy, okay? It's their favorite game.
Sure.
I will smash them.
Oh, there he is. Get him. The city's mine. You'll never take her from me.
He's fast, but not fast enough to escape justice. Watch out! It's cronies!
Not half bad.
Hey, I have better aim! He's hit! He's hit! Next round, next round! This way. It must be their rat-infested hideouts. I could smell the moral decay from a mile off. Quiet. Too quiet.
It's a trap. They were waiting for us.
Too slow. Too many donuts.
Not done yet.
Ah! Behind us!
Not half bad.
Take that! Okay, that's all of them. But next time we gotta be faster.
This would be such a cool game.
Out of the way, citizen! Obstructing justice is punishable by law. This is your last warning!
Easy there, Captain. I'm just passing through.
He's hit! He's hit! Not far now. Don't charge in there, Callahan. I can't afford to lose one of my best men. Don't worry about me.
I'm totally gonna let the kids win, by the way. I'm not gonna let him win by much, but I'll let him win.
Is that all you got?
Nuh-uh. Watch this. Okay, I think we got them all. But it's not over yet.
Some last words?
Fine. Out with it, scumbag. I want to see you squirm.
No. Your last words.
Oh, come on. Another ambush?
Okay, so now
Lunch is ready.
But Mom, you almost had him.
Oh, you'll get him next time.
At least we beat the grown-ups. We're the best.
Thanks for letting them win. They had fun.
Oh, they're great kids. It's no problem.
Seems they took a liking to you, too.
Hey, food's on the table. So, was your game fun?
Awesome! We kicked their big butts!
The bad guys?
Huh? Oh, yeah, the bad guys, too.
Time to see if this tastes as good as it smells.
Unemployment's being good to you. You seem good.
River's discovering the joys of family life.
That and police duty. Never a good mix. This here's a way to get some of those years back.
I haven't seen him this untroubled in a while.
Seems like it, yeah.
What about you, V? You got a family? Or just relations?
Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family. Neighbors helped each other out. Thought nothing of it.
Well, you brought my family back to me, and I'm grateful.
If you say so, Joss.
And my brother likes you.
Joss?
Well, why hide it?
Probably asked you to say that himself, didn't he?
Wow. How did she know?
Come on, Joss. You don't see wedding bells in my future, surely?
Why not?
Who thinks V and Uncle River make a good couple?
Well, that's decided.
Got an 1199. Officer needs backup.
Come on, pull you out of this ambush.
He didn't put his hand up either, interestingly.
Thanks, Joss.
Yeah, thanks. Whew, situation was getting dicey.
That's what partners are for. You were about a hair's breadth away from having to look at photo albums.
This a romantic stroll by chance?
Not about to pick you flowers, if that's what you're asking. Here we are,
What are we looking at?
a water tower. Great spot.
Great for what?
For, you know, the views.
The views. Right.
This way. Oh, fuck. Gate's stuck again. Gonna fix it one of these days. Let me give you a boost. Climb over, open it from the other side.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I mean, I have double jump. I could have done it myself.
Just push. See?
Okay.
On our way. Area's not bad, actually. Unlikely to dazzle. Make a good first impression, though.
Certainly no Corpo Plaza.
No. But life's livable here. Know of worse places to raise kids.
Brandy's problems with the law. Those didn't pop out of thin air.
True. But Randy takes after his old man. He'd find trouble in a nicer neighborhood, too.
Here's a good view. Oh, that ain't good.
Apparently the worst city between the Atlantic and the Pacific. But I sure do love this view. Find it calming.
Johnny, don't make me fall off a water tower, please.
Out here, you can't smell the shit corpse dump on the streets. Like the city's their own personal toilet. Shit, flush, repeat.
Poetic. Couldn't have said it better. Got something for you.
Your piece?
Had her a long time. Too long. I think it's time she found a new owner.
Don't know what to say.
Just promise you won't blow your foot off.
Oddly specific request.
Josh's husband did it. Drunk. This very spot.
Which made this your special spot? Family landmark?
Something of the kind. All right, V. You know why we're here, don't you? Say you do. Please, don't string me along.
That the pickup line you settled on? 'Cause maybe heard 3 in my life that were worse. And just a little at that.
Wouldn't mind hearing him.
Yeah. Happy to oblige.
Oh.
Way you swallow? Beautiful.
You serious?
This guy and I, sitting in a diner. 5 minutes, he gapes at me. Not a word. Then, drops that bomb.
Oof.
So, I'm at a bar, and this gonk taps me on the shoulder and says, "Here I am, baby. You got 2 wishes left."
What'd you say?
Spoke my second wish. That he would fuck off.
Was there a third?
Mm-hmm. Wished him a speedy recovery. Broken arm. Merciful, I'd say. I'll fuck you for free.
What?
Got a contract. To pull info out of a gigolo in a tech mink fedora. It was weird. He was spilling. And then he pulled that one out of his hat.
A candid and generous proposal, V. You should have at least considered it. Okay, last one was good. You know, woman once told me I have sexy calves.
That's it?
Just like her boyfriend's. Before he lost his legs in the war.
Yikes.
Ooh.
She was right, though. I do have great calves.
Listen, River. If you expect this to evolve somehow.
Don't stand a chance, do I?
Maybe we keep it at friends?
Yeah. Sure. All right. We can still have a drink.
Something strong's sure to hit the spot.
Now that I understand.
Here's to Joss and the kids.
Yeah. To family.
Got any more of that?
2 bottles of whiskey and a case of beer ought to be enough.
We'll see about that.
Buckle your liver in. Gonna be a long night and a longer morning.
I think that went pretty well.
Now, where did I put that? Ugh. Colonizing the moon, and there's still no cure for hangovers.
Well, at least we had fun yesterday.
Yeah. But now I gotta roll. Promised Joss I'd take her to see Randy. No rush either. Get your sea legs back. Take as much time as you need.
You sure you're good to drive?
please. Former NCPD. I'm a pro on Hangover Highway. I'll be fine.
Apologize to Joss for me. We kind of dined and dashed yesterday.
And left puke all over the bathroom?
Oh, shit. Tell Randy, hey.
Will do. See you later, V.
Following the river. That's a great name for that quest. Ugh.
Good morning. Not intruding, I hope. The generator? You remember, right?
Oh, fuck. Need me to fix it now?
Yeah, now. Then we go to the hospital. I'd rather have everything ready for when Randy gets back.
What's up with the generator?
I don't know, but electricity's out. And then his room needs tidying.
I'm supposed to do that?
I know how it sounds, but this one time, please.
Interesting panels. I assume solar, but... What's up?
Can't be easy, raising 3 kids on your own.
Well, it wasn't any easier with my husband. In fact, the best days were when he didn't come home. There were times I wished he'd disappear for a month, just to not have him hang around.
Sorry, replying to text messages while I'm talking to you. Just remember that you have friends, that you have me. Let me know how things are going with you. I hope you're getting somewhere with that biochip thing. I'm getting by. Kind of plan. Intriguing. Okay. We already did all
Let's,
this.
change this subject. Everything okay between you and River?
Yeah, finally found common ground. Better late than never.
Silver lining, considering the circumstances.
When I thought I might never see my Randy again. But all's well that ends well. I got my Randy back. And my brother, too.
Hope it's nothing but bright days ahead for Randy.
You never know with him. I swear. Not since he lost his father.
Pretty tough blow for a kid to weather.
But after what that psycho did to him, I think it could change things for the better.
Don't doubt it.
Interesting. I don't know what that was in relation to.
Joss, River told me about your parents.
He must really trust you. He'd hardly tell a soul about them.
Must have been a nightmare to see him die like that. How'd you hold up?
The orphanage put some things in perspective, but mostly it was us having each other. For a while. But my brother's obsession got the better of him. Like he needed to catch all the world's killers with his own 2 hands.
Yep.
Not really all bad. Cop with a calling's one rare breed.
I guess. But I prefer how he is now. finally come to terms with life and himself.
Well, he seems much happier, that's for damn sure.
Hang in there, Joss.
I suppose you have anything to say, do you? Nope, you're fixing a generator. Alright, fantastic. I want to go to the Elder Keldos. The reason I want to go to the Elder Keldos is that we have one more mission that we got to finish up. I'm checking on the guy with the liver transplant that I got. Hoping he survived. But we'll see, I suppose. It's not letting me fast travel for some reason. Interesting. Let me fast travel to Rocky Ridge. It didn't let me fast travel to the Elder Keldos camp for some reason. That's intriguing to me. What if I go... There we go, talk to Bob. He should be relatively close. He is. I can ride my bike there, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. Alright, so we're back.
How's Jake doing?
He's easing into it, slowly. Needs a day or two to get up on his feet.
Glad to hear that.
You have my thanks, V. On behalf of myself and the entire family.
Good, he was alright. You sure this man had sickle cell anemia? This man is white. Am I being stupid? I'm 90% sure sickle cell anemia is something that's... Like, white people can't get sickle cell anemia. I think it's a genetic defect specific to people of African descent, right? It's almost exclusively, like, a condition that black people get, right? Then again, I guess I don't know how genetically it could work. Like, if you've got someone who's, like, a quarter black, they can look effectively white. And I wonder whether they can get sickle cell anemia? I don't know, actually. That's weird. I'll have to look that up now, but I was pretty sure it was specifically... Oh, my bike is stuck. I was sure that that was specifically for... I thought for sure it was just black people who could get it. Nevertheless, that's going to be it for this episode. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. That's a different camp is what I was trying to travel to, by the way, which is why that wasn't working very well. But if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I may end up splitting that into 2 episodes, because they're at like an hour 20-ish. I've probably cut a few things out, sped a few things up. And maybe like 2 40-minute episodes, because then we can have like the Elder Keldos stuff in the first episode. I mean, again, there's no real point in me telling you this, because if I decide to do it, then you've already seen it, because this is the second episode after 2 days, and if I don't do it, then it's a pointless spiel, because it's not happening. But I think what I'll probably do is do the Elder Keldos stuff in 1 episode, which would have been yesterday's, and today's we'll just have all the river stuff. I think is probably how we're gonna sparse it out. In any case, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.